everyone, this is Archive 12, and today, I know I am very late to this. Also, I know that my camera is in a different position and that my boom mic arm is kind of in the way. I'm still figuring out how I can get this into a better position so I can look at you guys without having to turn completely to the side. So we're going to try this out here, and I'm going to try and reorganize my space and see if I can't fix that. But since I don't have a whole lot of time before work, this is what we're getting today. Yeah, today we've got HalaCG and Leechy Boi pairing up together on a song called Demon or Two. That doesn't say it's a Demon Slayer song. I think they just used Demon Slayer for the motif. So this will be very interesting because it seems like an original song. Yeah, and I'm excited, and I'm already late, so we're not going to talk very much. Link will be in the description below if you want to watch this without my commentary, because I will be pausing and talking about it. Go follow Leechy Boi, go follow HalaCG, go support them, go run this up. And if you want to support me and other platforms, I've got a Twitch and a TikTok. And as I've mentioned in previous reactions, I am making a video game, and that shit is expensive. So if you want to support me on that, I do have a Patreon. I've just updated it. So you can go check out the tiers there. If you want to help me, that's great. If not, I totally understand. But I'm hoping to be able to help, crowdfund this without before I get to the Kickstarter phase, so that way I can get a working prototype up faster. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking. We're going to get to the music. Let's see what they have to say. Before we get back into the chorus, I just want to pause and talk about what we've just heard. That was a solid minute of the two of them going back to back. And it was lovely. It was absolutely lovely. One thing that I've noted in Leechy Boi's performance up until this point is that he's been used to great effect for backing vocals, or the one song that I think that I can picture him on was the Dobby rap that Hala released. That was the one where he really got a chance to show his stuff and shine, and I believe that was a lot of our first experience with Leechy Boi. So hearing something along that same lines as the Dobby rap it was a pleasant surprise, to be sure, but actually having him feature as half of the song rather than just a specific verse and maybe the chorus and potentially backup vocals, but actually have him be a companion, full on half and half companion with HalaCG is amazing. His voice does wonders for this type of aesthetic, and I believe I was right in saying that this is not a Demon Slayer song. They're just using that motif. It just fits the vibe of the song, and also this feels like the second stage of Hala's villain arc. Hala's villain arc started with the villain arc song. This feels like the next stage, and I love it. I love it. This is great. The only thing that I would say at this point is I kind of wish the instrumentals were a little bit louder. They feel the vocal performance is fantastic, but it feels like the instrumentals were drawn back a little bit. Maybe that's just my impression, but to me, it feels like the instrumentals are drawn back a little bit to make the vocals pop a little bit more. That would be my only complaint about it so far, is that the instrumental just feels a little quiet. compared to the vocal performance. But when it comes to the vocal performance, both of them are killing it. Like, I feel like the bass should be a little bit deeper or a little bit more pronounced. I feel like the Japanese motif that they've got going on in the background with, like, what is it, the sitar, I think? That just tends to get drowned out either with the other instruments or with their voices. So you could hear it every once in a while, but it's just barely there in the background. And I feel like that is such a good, that's such a thing that isn't used very often. That's not an instrument that you hear very often. And I would prefer if that cut through a little bit clearer, you know? But that's just me. That's my only complaint.
Just you and me behind the door, pin you down onto the floor. Away, run away, run away. When the hard ones are mean, all your screams are dopamine. Can't escape, can't escape, can't escape, can't escape, baby. I can't take your bones, I can't take a throat. I just need to deplete to succeed. I'll control what you want. I can be if you want. You can mold, I can make it worthwhile. You just
okay.
Busy streets of night, life feast for us on all sides. Make the people scream, cry, giving us a great time.
So now the instrumental's like really carrying it because the vocals have been cut back. These two are great together. The two of their voices work so well together, I feel like. They're so different. They're so different, and yet they work so well. And yeah, like, ultimately, I feel like that's basically the biggest thing that I had to say about it was the fact that the instrumental was just too quiet at times, and you couldn't really hear everything that was going on. But the song itself, like the lyrics, the rapping, all of that, great. I cannot wait to hear Leechy Boi on more music. I believe that it was, yeah, I did say that on one of Divide's recent posts, because he put a video post over on Twitter. He said something about the fact that, like, he was recovering from the Rona, and he kind of sounded like he sounded enough like Corpse Husband that DPS made a joke about it. And I mentioned that I kind of wanted to hear a song from Divide with Leechy Boi on it. I think he agreed. So I think that's my next dream. That's my next goal. I want to hear Divide and Hala on a track, and I want to hear Divide and Leechy Boi on a track. That's what I'm hoping for 2023. But anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for joining me. This is Arc Alpha 12, and I shall see you in the next video.